Hey Romies, I'm Lisa, better known as Queen City Lisa on Instagram. I'm a mom to two little girls and I'm married to an amazing man who fully supports my dream of retiring early, getting an RV, and traveling across the country as barbecue judges, exploring all the weird and wonderfully odd things in America. But until that time comes, I wanted to share one of our most recent travel experiences. It was just the most incredible, leisurely, fun road trip down to Miramar Beach and back. This was our first long road trip in quite some time, and our first long trip with my 3-year-old in tow. My 9-year-old, however, is a seasoned road tripping professional. The goal of this trip was to really enjoy the experience up and back and find lots of fun places for the kids to stretch their legs and do something interesting every few hours versus just driving straight through. If you have young kids, I'm sure you can relate. So lots of potty breaks, all the weird stuff we could find, and of course, plenty of good road trip snacks. All right, so let's get on the road. We started our trip really early in the day and made our way to Bowling Green, Kentucky, where we did a little donut sampling at Great American Donut Shop. It's a super unassuming little space, but it's open 24 hours, so it's perfect for road tripping. We're personally Team Sprinkle Cake and Team Classic Glaze, and both were excellent at Great American Donut Shop. It's a definite must-stop if you're in the area. And I've also heard great things about Riley's Bakery down the road, so let me know if you guys hit that up, because we definitely need to donut compare on our next trip. As we made our way further down south, my kids kept seeing signs leading them to Buc-ee's. 100 miles to Buc-ee's, 50 miles to Buc-ee's, 20 miles. Not having ever been to a Buc-ee's, I didn't personally understand what we were making our way towards. However, I'm easily influenced by advertising, so I felt that we had to make a pilgrimage. On the way, I'm looking up on Instagram and I'm asking my Instagram followers, what do you guys get at Buc-ee's? Feverishly Googling. It's overwhelming. You go to this place called Buc-ee's for beaver nuggets. I had never had a beaver nugget before, but let me tell you, it will change your life. It gives you kind of corn pop cereal, caramel corn, Captain Crunch type vibes. Obviously, it is a health food. So we're walking into Buc-ee's, and it is the wildest thing ever. There's chanting when certain things are ordered, a wall of beef jerky. It's like if Walmart was on steroids and had a baby with a carnival. Buc-ee's would be that baby. I feel that that's the best explanation. So I beg you, please go to Buc-ee's. Give each of your kids $5, and then do a grand tasting of all the weird gas station food that you guys find on your way down. You know, pickled okra, cookie dough bites, beaver nuggets. Live your best life. We had so much fun doing this together. A little further down the road, you're going to come across the Alabama rest stop. You can't miss it. It has a 224-foot tall Saturn 1B rocket on it. If you read the signage around the rocket, you'll get a good laugh because the rocket could have gone up into space, but it didn't. It could be historical, but it isn't. It's basically just an extra rocket they had laying around. Kids love it. They don't know the difference. There's plenty of space for them to run around and take pictures next to a rocket and burn off energy. There's also a Sweet Home Alabama sign for pictures, and I've been making my kids stand next to it every trip down. So I have this whole progression of photos showing how they've grown up standing next to a Sweet Home Alabama sign. It's kind of our thing. Further down the way, you'll want to stop at James Beard award-winning Whole Hog Pitmaster Rodney Scott's barbecue restaurant. I hardly even have to give you directions. The smell of smoked meat will lure you in from miles away. If you're super nice to the person taking down orders, they'll even give you a tiny tour of the smoker and meat pit area. Definitely take them up on this if they offer. We all shared the 3-meat combo with the mac and cheese, coleslaw as our sides, and the brisket pork and chicken as our meat option, and also a loaded tater truck. A loaded tater truck is the largest potato you have ever seen in your life, loaded up with every barbecue fixin' you could imagine. He has 3 sauces on each table, and they're all really good. But honestly, there's a hidden gem in the kitchen, and you have to ask for it. Ask for the white sauce. It is a game changer. Everything has a great wood-fired essence to it, and the patio with all the flowers. It's just a beautiful little spot to enjoy lunch before you continue your travels. They also have some great cocktail options if that's your jam, but we unfortunately had to hit the road. The kids napped and we made the last push to the beach. I don't know about you, but that last hour to get to the beach is always torture for me. It feels like waiting for Christmas as a kid. We wound our way along and placed a dinner order for taco bowls from Burrito del Sol, a local family-owned Baja-style Mexican restaurant where you can create your own burritos, tacos, and bowls. I highly recommend the pineapple salsa. It's super bright and refreshing, perfect for your beach tacos. We picked them up and took them down to the beach, and I don't know about you, but there's nothing better in this world than tacos eaten on a beach. We got settled into our room, and my husband and I swapped out walks down to one of my favorite little cocktail lounges, the Swizzle Stick Lounge. The Swizzle Stick Lounge is tucked into the Best Western Fort Walton Beach Hotel and serves up some of the best retro vintage 50s, 60s kitsch cocktails. Lots of martinis and throwback drinks with little plastic monkeys, and of course a swizzle stick. We spent a few nights in the Fort Walton area and really just enjoyed the beautiful white sand and teal water. Lots of sandcastle building, sunrise, sunset, beach strolls, and great food. We had a quick lunch at Tijuana Flats one of the days, and if you haven't been to Tijuana Flats before, they have a hot sauce bar with so many different types of hot sauces to sample. My personal favorite is the mango hot sauce. It's like a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. So good. A trip to the beach would not be complete without a trip to a local seafood camp. Stubby's Seafood Shanty takes fresh seafood and lightly fries it to order. They have 2 locations in the area, and both typically have a line that looks intimidating, but it moves really quickly, I promise. You can't go wrong with anything on the menu. The seafood platters are go-to, with the most lightly fried, incredibly fresh shrimp, oysters, and fish of the day. The portions are huge, so if you're traveling with kids, grown-ups can share with the kids. We took our vacay down the Panhandle for a few more days to Miramar Beach. Miramar has the most beautiful teal emerald water and white sand beaches. Lots of beach strolls, sandcastle competitions, public sub-picnics, and lazy beach days enjoying the sand, water, and not a computer or work phone in sight. I swear, it was absolute heaven. We took a few of those days to explore a new beach along the 30A highway each day. We started with Santa Rosa Beach, and this area has been named one of the best beaches on earth. It has art galleries, great dining, a brewery, theater, and some really incredible state parks that you can explore with your kids. Elise Beach is one of the most visually stunning places. The architecture is all influenced by the brilliant white traditional homes of Bermuda. It's just a beautiful place to grab a coffee and take a stroll. My personal favorite of the 30A beach towns would have to be Rosemary Beach. It feels like New Orleans, but it's set on the coast. All of the homes have beautiful porches, secret pathways, flickering gas lanterns, and little cottages. The center of the town with all the shops and restaurants, it makes you feel like you've just been dropped off into the French Quarter. Seaside is the sweetest little town. It has food trucks and beautiful little shops, also lined by cobblestone, adorable cottages, picket fences, and it was actually the filming location for the Truman Show. We had an impromptu lunch of things from all the open-air restaurants and food trucks. It was the most perfect way to spend the afternoon. I will have to give you a little insider chuckle. I asked my family, I was like, hey guys, I'm doing this piece for Go Romy. If you want to get whatever you want, get like the craziest thing. We're going to take pictures of it. We're going to show people. It's going to be awesome. My kid came back with a pickle, and my husband came back with the most unassuming looking Wagyu hot dog. Now, I will say, the Wagyu hot dog was delicious. It was on like this butter toasted roll, and the hot dog itself was phenomenal. But when you're like a blogger person who's trying to get pictures and someone comes back with a pickle and a plain hot dog, it's kind of funny. So, anyway, like all good things, our trip had to come to an end. On our way back home, we stopped at a little roadside food stand in Grady, Alabama to pick up fresh oranges and boiled peanuts as a little roadside snack. You can smell the fresh citrus from the side of the road. It is incredible, and I can't even imagine, like, in the summer when there's peaches. Oh, I'm so jealous of everyone that's going later in the year. We stopped for dinner at Provino's Italian restaurant in Chattanooga. When I tell you this place surprised the heck out of me, it really did. It's this dimly lit, super unassuming, old-school gem of an Italian restaurant. They do complimentary salad and fresh garlic knots. that are absolutely soaked in garlic and butter. I mean, the bowl is just butter. It's like 5 pounds of butter. I beg you, share your order entree. The portions are enormous. We tucked our pasta filled bellies into a nearby hotel bed and just absolutely passed out after a night of driving. And yeah, we slept really well that night. Could have been the carbs. I don't know. That next morning, we did the final leg of our journey home, but not without a stop for the girls to learn a little something and just kind of run around and sample a local treat. The Mayfield Dairy in Athens, Tennessee has a really cute little visitor center where kids can milk a pretend cow, learn how ice cream is made, and play with little farm toys and write on the chalkboard. It's really cute. It's definitely a must go to if you have small kids. I would definitely call or check their website for information on times and if they're doing tours or not. I know COVID has kind of changed a lot of things and, timing and things like that. But after your tour, you have to get a little scoop of Mayfield ice cream. It is an absolute must. We highly recommend the cookies and cream. That's our go-to. Heading home and thinking about this trip, I'm just so happy with all the memories that we made, how relaxing and fun it was for everyone. I had a bunch of additional activities I wanted to stop and see and do, but with small kids and road trips, you have to be flexible. You've got to go with the flow. You've got naps and potty breaks and cranky kids. Luckily, we have a lifetime to see and experience things as a family. I think that's the great thing about road tripping. It teaches you that it's about the journey. It's about truly enjoying that journey together. And I hope that you guys enjoyed following along with us. I would love it if you tag Romy in your adventures. Till we roam again, guys. Peace out.